68 laps completed the Daytona 500, and the lead draft is now 12 cars, plus Jeff Gordon, who is 5 laps off the pace. And they get side by side. Michael Waltrip up there out of turn number 4, working on Jerry Nadeau. And there's Joe Nemechek in 33.
Yeah, and this is the first ride for Jerry Nadeau in the 25 car for Hendricks Motorsports, doing a great job.
Former Formula Opel driver in Europe. Ooh, Nadeau bounced a little bit down off the flat there, buddy.
I was just fixing to say, he might be in there to talk to somebody pretty soon if he does that many times.
Trouble on the Bobby Hamilton number 4 car, the Morgan McClure Chevrolet, coming into the pits way off pace.
He had been leading that second pack back there for a long time. Did something awry with that car. That team won the Daytona 500 3 different times, but he's headed to the garage area.
So Hamilton may be our first retiree today at 69 laps. The lead draft includes Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, those front 3, plus Ward Burton, Dale Earnhardt, Tony Stewart, number 20, 99, Jeff Burton, 7 in black and yellow, Michael Waltrip, the 33 of Nemechek, and 25 there of Nadeau, Bobby Labonte, and Kenny Schrader. Here comes Nemechek.
Nemechek running very well on the high side of the racetrack. These guys right now, believe it or not, this is like watching a mile run right now. They're out there. They know they have good cars. They're pacing themselves, and they're also thinking about what to tell the crew chief and what kind of adjustments to make on that car to make them where they can maybe run with Dale Jarrett.
Now, you say they're pacing themselves, buddy, but are they holding anything back?
Yes, they are. Right now, they're letting Dale Jarrett carry them around here into the draft, and what that is we talk about it all the time, but it's air coming over the front car. He actually goes through the air, makes a vacuum, and it pulls these cars forward that are behind him.
Jarrett has led more laps today than in all of his previous 11 Daytona 500s combined. Dick Berggren?
Early in the week, Dale Jarrett predicted the winner of this Daytona 500. He didn't name the winner, but he named the strategy that would win this race when he said the guy who wins it is the guy who can stand on the gas the most. Mark Martin just radioed to his crew and said, I have just completed 30 laps without lifting the throttle off the floor at all. Mark Martin is running this place wide open every single lap, Mike.
Wow. Let's check in on the rookies in this race. 7 of the 8 announced rookie contenders made the show. Our Conseco Cam is in the A.J. Foyt Pontiac, driven by Mike Bliss. Of the rookies, there's Dale Earnhardt Jr. 13th, Matt Kenseth 24th. Mike Bliss is running in 27th position. Scott Pruitt 31st, Ted Berrier 34th, 35th Dave Blaney, and Stacy Compton is 38th. All of those drivers are still running on the lead lap at 72 laps completed. Buddy, what was it like to be a rookie at Daytona?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You look at this back straightaway, and that gives you some idea of what a young driver that's never been off a half-mile racetrack. All of a sudden, you see 3,000 feet down that back straightaway. And then that 31 degrees that you're looking at. The car goes up. It feels like all of a sudden you're on a 3-story house running the side of it.
Ned, in '59, when this track was built, there'd never been a high bank speedway like this before in America. Everybody was a rookie.
They were rookies, and I'll tell you, after you got over the initial shock of driving through that tunnel and looking up at those awesome banks, 31 degrees, I mean, it was unreal, the feeling that you had.
Before that first race, Lee Petty was asked, are you ready? He said, nope. Nobody else is either.
Right. And Lee Petty believed that, too. I tell you, he was a tough competitor.
Well, let's say hello to him. He's been under the weather. Lee Petty, father of Richard Petty. The Petty family is the best-known name in stock car racing. He's recuperating back in North Carolina, and we hope things go well.
And let's also say hello to Jeff Bodine in nearby Halifax Hospital here in Daytona. In the Craftsman Truck Series debut at Daytona in a fiery barrel rolling crash. Jeff Bodine went to the hospital where he is now listed in intensive care. He is trying to get back in time for Rockingham. The doc says that's not likely. But this morning at 7 a.m., Jeff Bodine called the CBS compound and said, I know the doctors wouldn't let you in yesterday, but could you come over and talk to me, because I want all my fans to know how I can't wait to get back in a race car, and I will be back.
That's good to hear, because everybody here held their breath until they saw him actually being loaded into the ambulance, and he started moving his left arm a little bit, and everybody felt a relief come over. I think everybody in the grandstand, I heard them cheer.
Oh, no question about it. That was a tremendous relief. We were cheering up here in the booth as well.
Slow car in the back straightaway is Mike Bliss. In A.J. Foyt's Pontiac, he slowed way up in turn 2 and dropped down to the track apron. It looks like he may make it around to the pits.
Yeah, but he's coasting. The motor is not running on that car right now.
One of the rookie drivers this year had high hopes coming into this Daytona 500.
Let's have a look at telemetry on Joe Nemechek's Andy Petrie Chevrolet. Frito's telemetry.
Now, the question is, he's very slow on the bottom, and it looks like he's going to make it in. Bliss, I'm talking about. Out of gas.
Now, Nemechek, you see the speed's getting up to 192 miles an hour. The RPM still under 7,000. And for you fans that have heard that they turn these Winston Cup cars maybe 9,000 RPM, they will be next week at Rockingham. But these restricted engines, they simply can't turn that many RPM. There you saw it just barely go over 7,000.
Ned, that was quite impressive, though. 194, close to 195 down the straightaway.
Now, the teams will run different rear-end gears. They have a choice of gears, so those RPMs and top speeds will be different as we look around the field. Here's our X-Side cam on board Jeff Burton running in 5th at 76 laps.